We're finally at Arcane Altitude Zone, and if I remember correctly, some shenanigans go on here.
Hold up.
Yes?
I'm forgetting if I usually put my earphone in the computer and listen. Okay, actually, no, I remember now. It's fine.
Yeah, that's not an indication of how long it's been since we've done this last.
It's like how I had to. What's this?
Oh, random obligatory slowdown, I guess. This was not the shenanigans I was talking about. I guess that one blast of fire just really tanked things. Or maybe like
I lent my sister my phone, and it's been so long since I had it, I forgot my password. And so I just had to delete the app that was keeping the password.
okay, wow.
So yeah.
But
Such a shame because it was such a like I've had that password for ages. The phone swipe, and I just couldn't remember the movements.
oh, that type of okay. Well, oh yeah. Well, if you lost your kinesthetic sense for it, then dang it, that must have really been a long time then.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm just like, okay, the jumping is not letting me get onto that ledge, and I just have to sit here and wait for my fiery fate. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. Just since this is basically the last level, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the last level. The whole fact that they asked you to do some like platforming, some just some standard last level platforming. Am I going backwards? I feel like I'm going backwards. Did I think of that at the same time?
Well, in sync.
Oh boy. But yeah, so how did I even do that? Anyways, the thing is that because of course again last level they expect you to do something and something special, and now there's this level gimmick, the gravity changers. You literally cannot jump this high unless you have the green gravity balls around you. But when the stuff is reliant on jumping, then you see our problem.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I'm pretty sure if I had just had my normal, completely fine controls, this wouldn't be so frustrating. It'd only be like mildly frustrating. But nope, here we are, because life is suffering.
the thing is. Well, I've just been thinking really, and I didn't want to say it because I said it already, I'm sure. But okay, I can tie it to something else. I remember in Sonic Advance when we were talking about how great the backgrounds were,
Yes.
and I didn't. They're fine. They're good, but I'm thinking about how I loved Kirby more. I know there's a 2D platformer where I think it's Yoshi's Island where that man goes standing up. Those backgrounds, those backgrounds are special. So that's I've always thought Sonic's backgrounds were just fine. But one thing I will give them is the scale. The scale of Sonic backgrounds are so huge that it's almost like breathtaking, which makes that good.
Yeah. I mean, then
I mean,
there's
they make no sense. Like you conceptualize the size of the things, and you think, how did he build it? Why is it so big? That's huger than several cities. I mean, I guess he's basically built a planet before, so
well,
which is
no, that's
dumb.
not. He didn't remember. He didn't build it. Well, he built around it.
I guess that's like Dyson Sphere. So Eggman is Dyson Sphere level.
Well, yeah, but considering, okay, I don't know how big Eggman Land is, but it is technically registered as like a small mini continent on the map, but that's only because of how the map is like shown specifically. But just like when he does make Eggman Land, it is huge. And just and this is 3D Sonic huge. So like, I don't even know. And if anything, this just further proves the whole issue. What am I doing? Oh, I didn't notice what I was supposed to do at this point. But just like, this further proves the issue. Where just like somebody did a video on this that basically summarizes what I've been saying all along, of just like how the mere premise of Sonic is what's holding it back. Because, well, other than bad planning. Because people have to make these huge expanses of levels and whatever, just constantly, and make it not look like crap. And then you have to play test it. Meanwhile, Mario, just a few levels in Mario does not come close to one level in Sonic Unleashed.
That's true, even on a 3D, especially since Mario levels are usually very compartmentalized or compact.
Yep.
So like a galaxy level will be a lot of small things put together. A 64 level would be one small area with a bunch of stuff layered on top of it. So as long as they design things densely, which that's usually how they do it, they don't have to worry about their 3D games.
But yeah, so I think this is either where I discover or rediscover that I have the super peel out this entire time.
There needs to be there needs to be a 3D Sonic game designed like Skyward Sword.
What?
Because Skyward Sword is basically the Zelda version of everything is really compact and layered on top of each other. Well, I mean,
Well,
I
that's really
guess
the
I've never actually watched it, played it, so but that's what I know about it.
well, the thing is, and that's something. It's like that's why level assets are reused so much in 3D Sonic. That's why like in early Sonic games, like you'd go through different stories, but like same levels, or like something apparently never realized is like, was it Skyrail in Sonic Adventure 2? Literally has the same background and assets from Pumpkin Hill, which is on Knuckles level in that game, and it's just like they reuse so many assets that because they have to because they really went all out with some level expansions in that game. And
I mean, at the same time, the Sonic Adventure games, even they are still more compact than the Boost ones.
yeah,
Like I can just think about um I remember it like every other time. The one thing from
Generations.
Unleashed,
Okay.
that level,
The
that
first
every
rooftop run thing.
rooftop run,
Yeah.
that's like 10,000 build. That's like a GTA map.
Yep. And just like with all of that, sure, it's not like you're going everywhere, but you still have a whole bunch of things to render, level design to deal with, and there's just a lot to do, and they can't escape it because of just how Sonic is.
That'd be cool. Someone made a GTA map of Rooftop Run, and you could just travel through that entire. I mean, I guess it'd be boring. There wouldn't be anything to do. But
Yeah, but just like it's because of that why Sonic needs a lot more people to make it amazing. Just like generally, it's almost like its own curse. But since it's not being given that anyways,
I would say the thing to do is fundamentally change 3D Sonic into something more compact.
Lost
And
World
keep
kind of
this.
tried that and they didn't do it right, and so they decided to
So
throw it in
yeah,
the bin.
so yeah, Lost World came to mind. They need to do Lost World. 3D Sonic should just be Lost World, that but good. And then 2D Sonic can be the thing where there's speed and scale and scope.
The thing is that here's the thing. I'm fine with Lost World as a game concept. I just know that things were not executed properly. The thing
Do you see them ever revisiting Lost World?
it would
Play
really
style.
depend. It would really depend on who's in charge. I don't think they'll do it now, but if things shift, then perhaps. But for right now,
Right.
like I don't even know the fate because like especially after that little fake out they did with Forces that I'm very mad at, where they're just like from the team of Sonic Generations and Colors, when it was just like I think one guy and he wasn't even like the level designer or something. I forget. So just stuff like that. Where I don't know what they're
My
gonna do.
guess, but I do assume that 'cause I'm wondering if the obvious adventure remake that's coming does well enough, will they just abandon the boost style completely?
Uh, hmm. That is actually a very good question.
So I'm not even sure what the future of Boost, much less the future of Lost World,
Also, did you hear
plays
about
now.
the? Well, I mean, it's still in rumor thing, and I don't talk about rumors that much. But did you hear about the Mario remastered rumor?
Well, this is something I've actually mentioned on like my Twitter, where well, I guess you could say that, where I'm kind of disappointed to know about this. Because there's usually a lot of rumors where I'm like, oh, whatever. I wish I didn't know, but this, the thought of all of these remasters, actually would have been incredible to see. And just knowing that now, which I don't know if I believe it, but knowing that it's a possibility
I
is
think it's
hugely
highly
disappointing.
plausible. I just don't know, but that's different from believing.
Well, it's highly plausible, and I'm leaning towards believing it for the simple reason that Nintendo has no holiday game this year, and I do believe Arlo in that they do take a while before revealing big name games, and so it's getting kind of late to reveal the holiday game. And I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming. I don't think a new Mario Kart is coming. I don't think. What other franchises could it be? We know it's not Pokemon. We know it's not Animal Crossing. My only other thing
Kid
for what could be a holiday
Icarus.
title, the only other thing that I'm like holiday title is remaster of Metroid Prime. It's all I can think of for what could come this December. Mario remasters, Metroid remasters, and so I think it's happening. Because my other guess would be, it's not Breath of the Wild 2. My guess would be a 2D Zelda, but we already got a 2D Zelda. The last Zelda game is a 2D Zelda, and I don't think. Well, I mean, I guess it's not impossible to do two in a row, but Link's Awakening was this year, right?
Man, imagine it. Wait, was it this year? I thought it was last year.
Let me check that. Because if it was last year, then I'm going back to saying it's
Because, like, what if
possible.
they did the Oracle games, man, and made them actually playable in certain instances?
Oh, well, I don't think it'd be a remake. I think it'd be a new game.
Yeah, then maybe we could get Oracle of. What was that other thing that wasn't there?
Oracle of I wish. Oh, I would love to get Oracle of
Oh,
Secrets.
Secrets. Oh, that sound. It even
That
sounds
sounds
so awesome,
awesome.
man.
That sounds so cool, right?
Yeah.
It sounds cooler than the other Oracle of Seasons, Dark Ages. What could Oracle of Secrets even be about?
I mean, Ferrari has a book. We'll never know.
You, yeah, library, maybe library pages. What could that do to the terrain?
Or what could that do to the story? Secrets, man.
True.
Secrets.
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. I love.
Oh, what if they
Yeah,
just forgo making Oracle of Ages or whatever remakes and just make secrets?
my guess is that they'd remake Oracle of Eight Seasons and Ages and tack on a secrets post game or extra. That's my guess.
Oh, so basically like
Like,
Bowser Jr.'s Minions thing.
oh yeah, or just DLC or something.
Because it's still, I mean, you already know about, I mean, your gripes are my gripes, basically, considering Ferrari is literally Link's goddess. So,
Yeah,
like, we haven't touched upon the three doing anything in a long time.
yeah, we haven't. I mean, there's a lot of Zelda lore we haven't touched on in a long time. Partially, well, actually, no, because they are in the Downfall timeline. So, yeah, just for no reason, basically, we focused entirely on Link to the Past stuff and Breath of the Wild stuff. Like, we haven't gone outside of that area for Ever since probably Spirit Tracks, we've just focused entirely on the Downfall timeline and Breath of the Wild. And so nothing like there isn't really well I guess Low Rule does there's a lot because there aren't really many unique characters in the Link to the Past timeline, the Link to the Past world. And so all of the unique characters are like new people. Gramps is new. Um, Low Rule people, I don't know their names. They're
Ravioli.
new. Yes, Ravioli. He's new. So yeah, I want to see more about Din, Ferrari, and Naryu. And
Yeah, and how the one we
mainly
left
just
out of that house
Ferrari.
swears revenge.
Yes, I'd like to see the Minish. Where's the Minish?
Well, they're
I want to see
what if
Subroja
they're
so
all? What if
badly.
they've always been there and we just can't see them because we're not kids anymore?
That's basically. I'm sure they'll pull that because they were supposed to be in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I think. Oh wait,
Yes, the video is
September
over.
2019, December 2019. Yeah, I guess it'd look weird having two Zelda games in a row for the holiday release.
Mm.
Two 2D Zeldas.